Hello everyone and welcome to my new video where I will walk you through how to build this amazing animated donut chart without any advanced DAX knowledge. This donut chart will take your report to next level and impress end users. Now, beside I created this chart on my own, so you won't find same donut chart on YouTube or anywhere else on the web. What makes it special is, let me show you. And here we are in our Power BI desktop file where we are going to build this animated donut chart. But before we dive into actual building process, let me show you how it works. So on the right side of donut chart, we have a legend that explains our target's thresholds. So if the value is below 76%, circle turns red. If it's between 76 and 86%, it turns amber. And if it is above 86, it turns green. Let's test it out by using the slicer to filter some items. So let's go with the first one. I will select hardware and watch this. Circle starts growing with a smooth animation, and at the same time it changes color based on the value. As the percentage increases, it goes from red to amber and to green depending on the final value. So let's select network slicer. And in this case, as percentage increases, it went from red to amber and finally to green because final value is above target. Now let's test security. This is the lowest and it stays red because it's below defined target. And you see how it brings the report to life, the movement, the color changes. It makes your visual much more engaging and interactive. Now to build it, we will have to create an SVG code. So let me show you how it looks. Let's go to our measures table and select animated donut chart. So DAX code, SVG code looks like this. You will need only one input, and that is the measure you want to present. In my case, that is SLA compliance rate, and I have it multiplied by 100 because my SLA compliance rate is percentage value, and that means it is 0.5, 0.6, and so on. But if you have whole number, you do not need to multiply this with 100. Then what we have radius. This is the size of the donut chart. If you want to increase it, you need to increase radius. You need to increase center X, center Y, background stroke width, progress stroke width. So if you want to increase it or reduce it, you will have to change these numbers. But if you're changing them, so if you're changing it for, let's say 40, if you want to increase it, let's say to be double sized, then you need to change this to 80, center X 120, same for center Y. Background stroke width, change it to 24 and this one to 32. So you need to double all values. Now let's go further into code. Here we have defined colors and we have red color, amber color, green color. If you want to change them, you just need to change hex code to find hex code that works for you if you do not want to have these colors. Now next thing what we have is target thresholds. So in this case, how I build this donut chart is I have used following targets. If it is below 50, then it will be red. If it is between 50 and 80, amber, and above 80 will be green. But in this video, I have changed those values because I do not have values that are below 50. So I wanted to show you how it looks if it is below target. Therefore, I increased these targets. But you can use this one as this formula is adjusted to these targets, and here you're defining those targets. So as you can see, in my case, I put if it is below 76, then it should be red. If it is below 86, then it will be amber, and if it is above 86, it should be green. But you need to change these targets also to update them. In code that I will give it to you, you will have these targets that are here. And below we have SVG code. You don't have to change here anything. So as I said, without any DAX knowledge, you can have this animated donut chart just by copying and pasting code. Now where you can find this code, let me show you. Open your web browser and search for web page Power BI with Bogdan. That's my new website that I have just started building it. it's not completed yet, and take that into consideration. So here I shared some visualization tips. I added also some articles in my blog so you can review it, something about me. And here you have latest blogs and insights. And let me show you my blog. Currently I have only these two texts. One is about drill through, second one is about hierarchies and drill down in Power BI. You can read them and what is the purpose, meaning what are the benefits, when to use it. Pretty basic, pretty much simple, and on the end you have video how you can implement it and also explained. But let's go to visualizations where our animated donut chart is. So let's scroll down and here it is, animated donut chart. Let's click on it. And now here you have explained everything about this donut chart. When you should use it, for what is best for KPI trackings. It's best for goal-based metrics and if you want to have interactive dashboard. So I have listed some benefits, what is visual impact, so you can read everything about it. So let's scroll down to the code itself and here it is section how to implement it. So use this DAX measure, customize thresholds, colors as needed. So what we're going to do is we are going to select everything this and Control C to copy this code, and let me first create a new page. And now I won't delete the old one, I will create just new one with different name. So let's select new measure and paste the code. Now name this animated donut chart. I will name it 2. You don't have to, but I do have because I already have animated donut chart measure. So let's press enter. And as I said, you just need to change this measure over here. And for SVG visualizations, you need to use a table or matrix. So let's select table and let's add this animated donut chart we just created. It's here and it doesn't work. And the reason for not working is because we need to change this measure to an image. And how we are going to do that? So select measure and change data category from uncategorized to image URL. And here it is. Now let's make it a bigger little bit. And to make it bigger, you will have to select format pane and scroll down and find image size. So let's increase width. So let's start with 300 and height. Let's put to 260. Okay, this is much better. And now what I would do is, I don't like this blue color, you can leave it, but I don't like it, therefore I will change it. So let's go back to format pane. Let's select measure first. And we will do that by selecting style presets and change style from default to none. Okay, now it's gray and it looks better, it suits more to my theme. And next thing what we need to do is to add legend to this donut chart. How we will do that is by adding just simple text box where we are going to write target, and we will create legend just using simple text. So target, and let's add if it is less than 50%, value will be red. If value is 50 to 80%, it will be amber. And if it is bigger than 80, then value will be, let's do it like this, value will be green. I forgot to put here amber. And now let's set colors. Let's change this one to red. like this. Let's change this one to amber. And let's change this one to green. Like this. Now let's reduce it. And let's add it next to our visual. And you can group these two visualization, select them both, right click on it, group, and let's add a background for them. So we will do that by inserting shape. So let's add shape, and let's put it like this. Go to format, send it back, shape style, fill, let's change it to white. And it will look like something like this. And you can of course customize it later. In my report, it looks like this. And this is everything you need to know how to build animated donut chart. As I said, pretty much simple, easy, no advanced knowledge needed. And that's it. Now you know how to build an animated donut chart in Power BI that not only looks great, but also clearly communicates performance using color and motion. And if you find this helpful and if you're going to use my code, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more Power BI and useful tutorials. If you have any questions or ideas for future videos, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And also let me know what do you think about this visualization. Thank you for watching and see you in one of my next videos. Bye.